full homeopathic system can be used, I would like to call upon that we have to modernize whatever was there available in the tradition. When I talk of modernization, there are certain forces within us. They stop us. They say, no, if you modernize, you are going to lose the traditional advantage. But what we need to do, we need to keep the positive aspect of the tradition and adopt the modernized, whether it is drug development models, whether the new way of provings are concerned, whether the new ways of doing clinical research are concerned, and more importantly, we need to enrich the basic science of homeopathy. I know that now Central Council for Research in Homeopathy has been focusing with this vision. We are working with a global vision because when I look homeopathy at global level, India has a distinct advantage and we have to use that advantage. A advantage is that we have a ministry that gives very clear policy guidelines at the time of crisis, as we have seen during COVID-19 pandemic. They laid the policy guidelines for the states, for the homeopath, for all eye streams. And it was very easy and very important for all of us to follow, and all of us with our best of our understanding, we followed, and now we are sharing experiences with these words. Friends, we are going to discuss a lot of things during next 2 days. I once again wish you all the best on this auspicious occasion of World Homeopathic Day. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, sir, with us. Now I request Dr. V.K. Gupta ji, Chairman, Scientific Advisory Board, Central Council for Research in Homeopathy, to share his views.
Honorable Union Minister of State, Independent Charge, Ministry of Ayush, Shri Bhatnayak ji, our Chief Guest, respected Padma Shri Rajesh Kuteja ji, Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, respected Shri Prabodh Kumar Pathak, Special Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, respected Shri Roshan Jaggi ji, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Dr. R.K. Banchanda, Director, Ayush, Government of Delhi, Dr. Sangeeta, Advisor, Homeopathy, Ministry of Ayush, Dr. Anu Khurana, Director General CCRH, and other dignitaries of the dais and my dear friends. I extend my hearty greetings to one and all on the occasion of the World Homeopathy Day. We all pay tribute to Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, who gave to the world a science of gentle healing. Father of modern medicine, that is known as Western medicine, William Osler, everybody knows his name. He has mentioned clearly, no one individual in the world has done more good to the medical profession than Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. Presently, homeopathy is being practiced in 100 countries. According to WHO, homeopathy is the second most popular system of medicine in the world. This popularity and wide acceptance of homeopathy are mainly because of the intrinsic merits of homeopathic system of medicine. In the recent past, disease scenario world over has changed, and it has changed towards lot many chronic diseases, including cancers, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, chronic renal diseases, neurodegenerative ailments, and autoimmune disorders. There are other well-known problems like drug effects, adverse drug effects, and drug resistance. The majority of these diseases are multifactorial. Hence, no one intervention is able to manage the cases. And that is why it requires multifaceted approach and an integrated approach. In light of these concerns, WHO has adopted a traditional medicine strategy 2014-2023 to promote safe and effective use of various systems of medicine. National Health Policy 2017 seeks to reach everyone in a comprehensive and integrated way to move towards well-being. It aims at achieving universal health coverage and delivering health care to all persons at an affordable cost. I am happy to share, in keeping the pace with the current health scenario in the world, CCRH has very rightly chosen the theme of this conference, which is homeopathy, the roadmap to integrative medicine. Eminent resource persons and research scientists at CCRH would cover the use of homeopathy as an integrated care system during this conference. It would cover both communicable and non-communicable diseases such as COVID-19, dengue, acute encephalitis syndrome, cancer, hemophilia, thalassemia, and many more diseases. India is a country of medical pluralism. National Health Policy 2017 advocates the use of Ayush system of medicine in integrated medical care. So the center and the state government should work together in updating research and adding to the existing available evidence and thus incorporating in day-to-day practice. More research in integrated care is needed to tackle the health care problem in coming years. The proper utilization of manpower, stretching of infrastructure, adequate funds for research is the need of the hour. This will make India a role model to foresee healthcare challenges of multimorbidity, infectious diseases, and non-communicable diseases. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words that how integrative medicine can put India on a high pedestal for the research in homeopathy. Now I request Shri Roshan Jaggi ji, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, to give his special address.
The Honorable Minister for Ayush and MOS Defense, who are with us virtually, Shripad Yaso Naik ji, our Secretary Ayush Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha ji, again with us virtually. Present here on the dais, the respected Special Secretary Shri Pramod Patil in the Ministry of Ayush. We have with us Vinod Kumar Gupta ji, renowned homeopath. We have Dr. Manchanda, who was working with us as a DG in the CCRH and now he is a director in the Delhi government. Dr. Duggal, who is advisor in the ministry. Dr. Khurana, who is holding this function and he is DG CCRH in the it's autonomous body of the ministry. We have other prominent people present here. Dr. Shastri is here, Dr. Manoj Mesri, Dr. Sethi. Then we have various experts who are physically present here and virtually they are with us on this occasion. We have practitioners from the field of homeopathy, students, researchers, teachers. So my namaskar to all of you. This is a momentous day for the fraternity of the homeopaths. And therefore I congratulate all of you on the occasion of World Homeopathy Day. I'm happy to note that like previous years, this year too, CCRH is organizing a 2-day scientific conference on role of homeopathy and roadmap for integrative medicines. CCRH needs to be congratulated for this initiative. In fact, the best way of paying tributes to the founder of homeopathy is to remember all those who have been contributing to enrich the system of medicine. This is an effective, affordable, as Dr. Duggal said. It's a complementary system of healthcare for millions of those who need it, to keep them free from ailments and keep them healthy and in a well-being state. We all know homeopathy has been used by a large number of people in this country because it is effective, mild and affordable system, and therefore it has come to stay as a part of our national indigenous systems of healthcare, as we call them as the Ayush systems of healthcare. Is part of that. It has its wider use and acceptability and has been integrated into the public healthcare initiatives which we take in support with the states and the union territories. It has its own strengths, as some of us mentioned here, like skin, digestive and mental diseases. In states like Kerala and West Bengal, it has its special appeal. It has been quite popular by way of its use in curing child-related diseases and female fertility issues, like the states in Kerala. It has been very popular, these interventions. In last few years, Ayush as an independent ministry under the leadership of Honorable Minister Yashopad Naik ji has been laying focus on research, education and improving the infrastructure across the country. A national level institute to promote research, education and patient care is coming up at Narela near Delhi. It is at the advanced stage. National Homeopathy Institute at Kolkata is being revamped to enhance its scope and mandate. CCRH has taken various research projects on important contemporary health issues, either independently or in collaboration with other health institutes and research organizations, to develop evidence-based solutions to health challenges like the one we are facing during this COVID-19 pandemic. CCRH and other Ayush research councils initiated research activities on COVID pandemic last year. About 18 research studies have been initiated by CCRH in last 1 year. 13 have been concluded. These are both prophylactic as well as the treatment-based clinical studies. It is expected that encouraging results based on the evidences would emerge, and these would be published in the reputed journals. This may further enhance the application and usefulness of the system towards the attainment of our national goals. We have our own national goals by virtue of our national health policy and the government's directives, that is health and wellness for all. So this is one of the important complementary systems which can contribute towards this larger goal, national goal. Apart from this, ministry has been engaged in so many other interventions to have a transparent and more just regulatory framework. At national level, a National Commission on Homeopathy is being put in place under parliamentary enacted legislation, which would help in further development and growth of this system. In public health initiatives, under Health and Wellness Centers component of Ayushman Bharat, Ayush has been given a responsibility to operationalize 12,500 Ayush-based health and wellness centers. which is being implemented through states and union territories. Homeopathy has been included in the Ayush wellness model. And some of our CHOs, community health officers, who are manning these health and wellness centers are from homeopathy stream. This offers an opportunity to scale up the homeopathy-based proven interventions at community level across the country. I therefore feel on this occasion that to promote and develop homeopathy as a complementary system of healthcare, as it is envisaged also by WHO in its strategy to develop the complementary systems of healthcare. I feel that in a country like India, which has a vast geography, and we are often talk of universal healthcare accessibility, affordability, especially at the primary healthcare level, a large number of poor people below poverty line don't have access to the healthcare facilities. The homeopathy-like complementary systems are very important, and to make these systems more relevant in the given circumstances in the Indian setup of healthcare, I personally feel that a quality research should hold the key to develop this system further and make it more relevant. We need to identify the challenges, emerging challenges, and then what are the strengths of homeopathy. Using those strengths and using the intellect and talent of large number of homeopaths, we need to develop solutions, evidence-based solutions to some of those challenges. Then you have the strengths. Only then we can keep this system more and more relevant in the given scheme of things. On this occasion, I once again compliment the organizers for this type of initiatives. These in fact provide a platform for experts, researchers, intellectuals of the stream to share their views and have interactions on important issues and challenges on how to make homeopathy more relevant. I wish on this occasion that fruitful outcomes will come out of this two-day scientific meet. I am very thankful to the organizers, especially Dr. Quran, to give me this opportunity to express my thoughts on this occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. We feel inspired by your words and shall carry out the work with more proficiency and exuberance. Thank you, sir. Now I request Shri P.K. Pathak, Special Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, to address the gathering.
Chief guest of the function, Shri Shripad Yesu Naik Ji, Raksha Raj Mantri, guest of honor, Padma Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha Ji, Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Shri Roshan Jaggi Ji, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Director General CCRH, Dr. Anish Rana Ji, Dr. Sangeeta Dukkal Ji, Advisor, Ministry of Ayush, Dr. V.K. Gupta Ji, Chairman, Scientific Advisory Board, CCRH, Dr. R.K. Manchanda Ji, Director Ayush, who has played a key role in the management of COVID in Delhi state, Vaidya Manoj Nesri Ji, Advisor Ayush, Dr. J.L. Shastri Ji, CEO NMPB, Dr. Sethi Ji, our previous advisor, homeopathy, dignitaries who are present, in the hall and who have joined online and friends from the media. On behalf of Ministry of Ayush, I congratulate the scientific convention organized on the occasion of World Homeopathy Day 2021 to commemorate the birth anniversary of the founder of homeopathy, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. It is a great pleasure to see the various Ayush systems progress, flourish, and nourish the country. In India, homeopathy is one of the most popular systems, and this science of gentle healing is used even in the remote parts of our country. Homeopathy has been well institutionalized, and it is a pleasure to see it spreading through around 3 lakh practitioners working in various public and private setups. 8,003 homeopathic dispensaries and 245 undergraduate and 59 postgraduate medical colleges affiliated to various universities. These colleges are being audited routinely by Ministry of Ayush to regulate their adherence to minimum standards of requirement schools to ensure quality of education. As I mentioned, quality education is a stepping stone for the progress of any science. To achieve this, a link between the academic and research environment is an essential dimension, which CCRS has rightly addressed through its recent initiative under linking research with education. Each endeavor of CCRS has strengthened this bi-directional link between homeopathic research and education, which is set to impact clinical practices as well as generation of greater scientific evidence in future. Presently, drug research is being undertaken by 13 colleges, while joint clinical research studies have been initiated or in pipeline with 10 colleges. Various national level orientation programs for the faculty, postgraduate institute students conducted by the CCRS officers have also sensitized them towards the growing demand in the profession, undertaking quality dissertations that have made the teachers more competent towards research and ignite younger minds to deal with the challenges that exist for Ayush systems. On this occasion, I compliment Dr. Khurana for his tremendous work carried out during the COVID time. He undertaken various clinical research all across the country, right from Calcutta, Mumbai, UP, and managed all these research activities in a very professional and time-bound manner without caring for the personal comfort of himself as well as his employees. They went right inside the containment zone for the collection of data as well as distribution of medicine. With his selfless efforts, homeopathic community has seen a lot of scientific studies which are in a final stage of publication. I also compliment Dr. Raj Manchanda, who in a very initial stage knew how to deploy the homeopathic practitioner for the effective management. I still remember the Government of India has constituted an empowered group of secretaries. Secretary Ayush was a member of that committee, and I used to attend along with that. Last March, April, when everything, nobody was knowing how to go ahead. Of course, they don't know we have to control. But on the ground, how ideas can be converted into activities. So the first I discussed with Dr. Manchanda. He made out a very scientific plan of deployment of Ayush professional as director Ayush and gave a roadmap which was subsequently followed and shared with the various states within the deployment of Ayush professionals, which we have mentioned in our covidwarrior.gov.in. So he has played a very, very important role in initiating the initial stage. Of course, subsequently things has become streamlined. So certainly I compliment him for the efforts of making popularized homeopathic system of medicine during COVID time. I also take this opportunity to congratulate the homeopathic medical colleges for their selfless efforts in mass distribution of homeopathic prophylactic Arsenica melon 30 to the general population during COVID-19 pandemic, and in fact all present with this tremendous snowballing effort, almost 1.7 crore across India could receive this medicine by end of 2020 through 109 colleges and 20 states. And who can forget the pictures which were shared in the social media of our Honorable Minister of Ayush, Shripad Yeso Naik, distributing medicines in Goa and in constituency, homeopathic medicine to people so that they can come out of the scare of this COVID-19. The CCRS has been able to coordinate with some of these colleges to capture data of these individuals to assess the prophylactic potential of the medicine, results of which shall be shared during the convention. 2 registered RCTs on COVID-19 patients have also been undertaken in collaboration with homeopathic medical colleges. We show that such collaborative efforts can result in successful outcomes. Integrative medicine is the way forward, and this approach has been found to be effective even in COVID-19 disease, like other diseases before. The scientific convention today shall focus on this aspect, and various talks highlight this integrated experience in various areas. I am proud to see that CCRS celebrates World Homeopathic Day with such vigor each year, and is also doing the same this year amongst difficult circumstances while taking care of all necessary precautions and COVID protocols. With these words, I hope that this convention marks the way forward to more scientific progress of this medical system, and all the professionals sitting here go back in this with knowledge. I once again extend my greetings to you all on this blessed day. Thank you and thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your precious words. We are honored by the presence of Honorable Union Minister of State Ministry of Defence, Shri Shripad Naik Ji, and by the presence of Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, who have joined us through virtual conference. I take this opportunity to request Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha, Secretary Ayush, to address the company.
My pranams to all. Respected Honorable Sri Shripad Naik Ji, my colleague, Special Secretary in Ministry of Ayush, Sri Pathak Ji, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Sri Roshan Jaggi Ji, DG of CCRH, Dr. Anil Khurana Ji, Advisor, Dr. Sangeeta Dugal Ji, Director of Delhi Government, Sri Manchandra Ji, Dr. Manchandra Ji, and Dr. Gupta Ji, Padma Shri Awardee, and Chairman Scientific Advisory Board of St. Francis Research in Homeopathy. I also convey my pranams to all who is present offline here, and thank you for coming to this wonderful event of World Homeopathy Day. It gives me immense pleasure to congratulate CCRH for organizing scientific conference on birth anniversary of Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, celebrated as World Homeopathy Day. I am also glad to know that this year very vital theme has been chosen, that is homeopathy roadmap for integrative care. The integrated health services include patient-specific approach focusing on preventive and curative health services, and also at the level of policymaker for strategic management and achieving optimal care for the individual. I am inquisitive to note the deliberations made by the experts of National and Research Institute for Strategic Actions towards integrating development public health care during this conference. Ministry of Ayush encourages the availability of scientific evidence-based therapeutic systems for the general public and has taken several R&D and public health initiatives to harness the potential of Ayush systems recently contained the impact of COVID-19 pandemic. Besides contributing to various public health and awareness campaigns like Ayush for Immunity, Jan Andolan for COVID-associated behavior, Ministry has also emphasized on generating scientific evidence for usefulness of these additional and complementary health systems specificated under issued research with guidance and supervision task force constituted by it. Homeopathy enjoys considerable popularity in India. We all know. My speakers and colleagues explained this very much detail. I must compliment the leadership of homeopathic fraternity, including the Director General of PCRH, Director of Legal, Director of Responsibility, Professor Gupta ji, and such stalwarts who provided great insights how to proceed further for generating evidences at the same time providing relief as a prophylaxis to millions of people. So many states have formally adopted homeopathic intervention prophylaxis and then forthwith. We have ministry initiated a lot of such homeopathic how that more than 3 million people have actually used, which is documented. Maybe millions of people. Documentation is available to most, but we found that it has substantially reduced the infection of bacteria. We all know that after 2030 became very popular, and because of its popularity, there is a huge surge into the demand of homeopathy medicine in the country. I want to also announce this interesting outcome just came today that Ministry of Ayush has initiated the impact assessment study through Ayush Sanjeevani app. And this app, through this app, we are able to capture the data sets of more than 1.47 crore people across the country about their behavior towards Ayush intervention for the prophylaxis of COVID-19. Today only, we have received confirmation from the publication of their observation to a very high impact journal of Internet, Medical Internet Research. This is having a impact of 5.5. Not only we got the confirmation, there are a lot of such scripts are under review. As long as more than 45 scripts are being reviewed, out of 120 studies, 80 plus studies have been completed. And publications are available. 5 publications is already on board in high impact journals. So this is kind of the very scientific, very focused work that with the help of all Ayush communities and scientists was able to achieve. As a matter of fact, the scientific conference will be a landmark in presenting the outcome of such studies conducted for COVID-19, prophylaxis, and add-on treatment. There are several successful models of implemented approach homeopathy to be discussed during the conference by national and international experts. I also told that it is in officially a venue orientation guidelines practitioners posted and the members of the Ayushman Bharat program. Other scientific publications will also be helpful in rendering the research integration of the I extend greetings to the community on the wonderful day and having a great of this conference. At this juncture, I would personally thank and compliment our Honorable Minister for his guidance throughout his journey. And I want all of you to compliment and congratulate our Special Secretary Carter, who has just got elevated to Special Secretary days back. Please, thank you so much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir. Your presence has really encouraged us all. The Honorable Union Cabinet Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Harshvardhan, has sent his special wishes to the conference. We have a short video message from the Honorable Minister, Sir Dr. Harshvardhan, for all of us today.
My dear colleague, Shri Shripad Nayak Ji, Secretary Ayush Vaidya Rajesh Koteja Ji, dignitaries, guests and delegates attending this scientific conference on homeopathy, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to be amongst you all in this conference on the World Homeopathy Day, being organized by the Central Council for Research in Homeopathy under the aegis of Ministry of Ayush. The theme of the conference, Homeopathy, Roadmap for Integrative Medicine, is also apt, considering the fact that homeopathy is playing a commendable role in meeting the healthcare needs of our population with its integration with modern medicine at appropriate levels. There cannot be a more befitting manner to pay respectful tributes to the memory of Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, founder of homeopathy, on his birth anniversary than organizing this insightful conference. Friends, National Health Policy of India recognizes the need to nurture Ayush systems of medicine through the development of infrastructural facilities of teaching institutions, improving quality control of drugs, capacity building of institutions as well as professionals, and generating quality research evidence. It ensures access to Ayush remedies through co-location in public facilities and continues to support its mainstreaming and integration. Friends, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India has conceptualized and promoted public advisories about the use of time-tested and evidence-based systems for health promotion and immunity. Homeopathy is widely popular in providing individualized and holistic treatment to patients, and it is successfully integrated in several public health programs like the National Program for Prevention and Control of Cancer, Diabetes, Cardiovascular Diseases and Stroke of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Swasthya Raksha Program of the Ministry of Ayush, and others for health promotion and prevention as well. Friends, it is also a matter of satisfaction that homeopathy as a system of medicine is progressing on the basis of systematic and comprehensive research and adding to a strong evidence base. I am also informed that as a result of the intervention of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Ministry of Ayush, use of Ayush systems of medicine was permitted for COVID-19 in an integrated manner in designated COVID treatment centers, and this has in turn provided encouraging results which shall be shared in the conference. I congratulate the Ministry of Ayush and Central Council for Research in Homeopathy for organizing this conference that encourages the professional fraternity to explore new areas of practice, opportunities, ways and means to enhance the quality of research in homeopathy. I wish the conference a great success. Jai Hind.
We are highly honored by the message sent by Dr. Harshvardhan, Union Cabinet Minister. The last year brought the world closer virtually and created avenues for innovations in healthcare. Technological advances have been paramount in all fields of life, and we at CCRH have developed web portals and programs to keep pace with this technological advancement. I now take this opportunity to request the guests to kindly release the web portals that CCRH has developed and the publications of the Council. To begin with, I request Shri Shripad Nayak Ji, Union Minister of State, Ministry of Defence, to launch the web portal of Homeopathic Clinical Case Repository. The team associated with Homeopathic Clinical Case Repository may kindly join the dignitaries on the dais. Dr. Suhana and Mr. Sivan Sasidharan are requested to join us on the dais with the dignitaries, and I request the Honorable Union Minister to launch the web portal of Homeopathic Clinical Case Repository. The Homeopathic Clinical Case Repository, developed, allows physicians, clinicians to share their cases on a digital platform, thereby creating a huge medical database of homeopathy. This portal is an educational clinical research resource aiming to provide high volume of cases which can be utilized for further development of science of homeopathy. Thank you. The second release that we have today is developed as under the Ayush Grid system of the Ministry of Ayush, the e-library of CCRH. I request Dr. O.P. Verma and Ms. Meenakshi Bhatia to please join the dignitaries on the dais. I request respected Secretary Sir Shri Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha Ji to kindly inaugurate the e-library of CCRH virtually. This library is Android and iOS supported, has an Android and iOS supported application as well, and hosts journals from EBSCO, Walters Kluwer's British Medical Journal, Kargar, Time, Marion Liebert, and opens the world of research to the scientists of CCRH all over India. The library team of CCRH joins the dignitaries on the dais. The library allows access to thousands of books, publications, journals, videos, and other research and resource material. The CCRH library has also developed a Homeopathic Information and Documentation Center, HIDOC. I request the dignitaries on the dais to kindly release the web portal. This portal compiles holdings of more than 20 libraries of the Council into a single union catalogue to facilitate search and access to library holdings and reduce duplication and redundancy. The library team of CCRH joins the dignitaries of on the dais. Thank you, sir. We would now have the release of the conference souvenir. I request Shri Pathak Ji, Special Secretary to the Government of India, to kindly release the souvenir of today's conference, Homeopathy Roadway to Integrative Medicine. The editorial team, Dr. Shaji, Dr. Deepthi and Dr. Neha Kalra, please join the dignitaries on the dais. Thank you, sir. We would now be releasing the good clinical practices for clinical trials in homeopathy guidelines.
We'll be releasing good clinical practices. I request Dr. Shri P.K. Pathak Ji, Special Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, to release the book. I invite Dr. Divya Taneja and Dr. Renu Mittal on stage for releasing the book. Good clinical practices for clinical trials in homeopathy is an adaptation from the ICH DCP for homeopathy clinical trials, taking into consideration the requirements of research in homeopathy. The research in homeopathy should not be in contravention to the principles of the system. It should follow the regulations and quality standards described in the DCP. Research in homeopathy brings in validation of the system and brings in innovation in the drug development, maintaining highest standards of research, enhances scientific and public trust in research. DCP homeopathy is an attempt in this direction. The next release is Ayushman Bharat. We request Shri P.K. Pathak Ji to release the book.
Ayushman Bharat is a flagship program of the Government of India, a step towards provision of integrative care by establishment of Ayush, health and wellness centers. I request Shri Pathak Ji, Special Secretary, to release the orientation guidelines for community health officers of homeopathy. Dr. Varanasi Roja and Dr. Jyotika Bhatti join the dignitaries on the dais. This publication details clinical care management of common illnesses and the role of homeopathic community health officers in managing these illnesses in primary healthcare settings. The next release that we have is a publication on drugs of animal sources used in homeopathy. I request Shri Roshan Jaggi, Joint Secretary to the Government of India, to release this CCRH publication developed by the Drug Standardization Section. I request Dr. Pankaj Gupta and Dr. Satish Patel from the Drug Standardization Section of CCRH to join the dignitaries on the dais. The book compiles characteristics of animals used as source material in preparation of homeopathic drugs to enhance standardization parameters for this drug development. Thank you, sir. The next release is Agro-Techniques of Medicinal Plants Used in Homeopathy. I request the drug standardization team, Ms. Renu and Mr. Digvijay Verma, to join the dignitaries on the dais. I request Shri Roshan Jaggi, Joint Secretary to the Government of India Ministry of Ayush, to kindly release the publication. The Research and Experimental Garden of CMPRH Emerald Ooty has developed agro-techniques for 15 medicinal plants which are being used in homeopathy. This publication compiles these agro-techniques including soil preparation, fertilizer, seeding, sowing, harvesting, yield and other requirements for medicinal plant cultivation. Thank you. Our next release is an e-book of activities and achievements of Central Council for Research in Homeopathy. The activities and achievements of the Council highlight the activities undertaken and the achievements that the Council's research activities have come up with so far. This is the first time an e-book has been developed. I request Dr. V.K. Gupta, Chairman Scientific Advisory Board of CCRH, to launch this e-book. I request Dr. Bindu Sharma to join the dignitaries on the dais. Mr. Arvind will join her on the dais. The activities of CCRH include clinical, drug, and fundamental research and public healthcare activities other than translational practices, including publications, collaborations, participation in seminars and conferences. Thank you, sir. Our next release is Scientific Framework of Homeopathy. I request Dr. V.K. Gupta, Chairman SAB of CCRH, to kindly release the publication. Scientific Framework of Homeopathy provides a critical overview of evidence in favor of homeopathy at clinical, biological and molecular levels, capturing exponential growth of research globally. Making this publication is an indispensable compilation developed by CCRH in collaboration with the Liga Medicorum Homeopathica Internationalis and the European Committee of Homeopathy. The edition has been prepared under the direct supervision of Dr. Raj K. Manchanda, former Director General and currently Director Ayush. Dr. Harleen and Dr. Swati Pandey joined the dignitaries on the dais. Our next release is the Standard Treatment Guidelines, Volume 3. Central Council for Research in Homeopathy initiated the process of development of Standard Treatment Guidelines. I request Dr. Raj K. Manchanda, Director Ayush, to kindly release this publication. This is the third publication in the series covering 20 clinical conditions from rheumatology, dermatology, psychiatry, and endocrinal conditions. Dr. Praveen Oberoi, Assistant Director CCRH, and Dr. Varanasi Roja, Research Officer CCRH, joined the dignitaries on the dais.
बस वो बुनियाद बब्बा आया नहीं सेवा आपका सेवा तो आपका है ना दो फेज में पहला फेज में था थर्ड फेज में
Standard Treatment Guidelines, Volume 3.
First two phase में BJP is selling. First phase में.
Moving on to the next release, Compendium of Modern Nomenclature of Medicinal Plants commonly used in homeopathy. I request Dr. Sangeeta Duggal, Advisor Homeopathy, Government of India, Ministry of Ayush, to release the publication. The drug standardization team, Ms. Renu Arya and Mr. Digvijay, would join the dignitaries on the dais. The Compendium of Modern Nomenclature of Medicinal Plants is dedicated to late Dr. Suresh Baburaj, former Survey Officer, CNPRH Uchi, for his distinguished contribution in developing the text of this book and his contributions to the Council. The book ensures accuracy in taxonomy and nomenclature of medicinal plants. This is a step towards standardization of medicinal plants. The next release is the HPTLC Atlas of Medicinal Plants Used in Homeopathy. I request Dr. Raj K. Manchanda to release this publication. High-profile, thin-layer chromatography characterizes constituents and enhances standardization and quality control of mother tinctures prepared from medicinal plants. The book highlights these HPTLC characteristics of 50 mother tinctures prepared at the in-house pharmacy of CCRH and also compares these parameters with the market available samples. The HPTLC Atlas of Medicinal Plants Used in Homeopathy.
तृणमूल का मैं बंगाल में तृणमूल के इसमें टीवी
HPTLC Atlas of Medicinal Plants Used in Homeopathy. This book is identifying characteristics of 50 mother tinctures, the constituents of 50 mother tinctures, and compares them with the market samples as well. Under linking research with education, CCRH has collaborated with homeopathic colleges in areas of research and training. Memorandums of understanding to this effect are signed between the colleges and CCRH. We would now take this opportunity to exchange MOUs with 2 colleges this year. I request the dignitaries on the dais to kindly be a party to this exchange of MOUs. Dr. Anupriya is requested to come to join the dignitaries on the dais for this MOU exchange. The first MOU being signed is with MNR Homeopathic Medical College, Telangana. Mr. Ravi Varma from MNR Homeopathic Medical College is requested to join the dignitaries on the dais.
हाँ करता है बीच में वो भेजता है पब्लिक तो अच्छा भेजता है आप गुरु हैं उसके राजनीतिक गुरु हैं
The Memorandum of Understanding between MNR Homeopathic Medical College, Telangana and CCRH. With Dr. Anil Khurana, Director General, and Mr. Ravi Varma from the MNR Homeopathic College. The next Memorandum of Understanding is with DY Homeopathic Medical College, Pune. Dr. Veena Bhala is requested to join the dignitaries on the dais. Dr. Anupriya, kindly facilitate the process.
Ramana Virkekar.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
कॉलेजियम बुलाया but president has already notified.
Thank you all. I now request Shri Shripad Naik Ji, Honorable Union Minister of State, Ministry of Defence, to kindly give the inaugural address.
Independent
जॉइंट चार्ज
नहीं आयुष का इंडिपेंडेंट
डिफेंस के पास पहले तो यही था।
यस यस
बीमार होता तो क्यों रिव्यू किया था? नहीं आ गया
एंड रिव्यू वाज आल्सो बॉस।
हाँ दूसरी बात है क्या ना एमओएस एक ही व्यक्ति वो डिपार्टमेंट का एमओएस का चार्ज नहीं हो सकता है, तो एक ही डिपार्टमेंट का कैबिनेट और एमओएस। अरे ऑडियो ही नहीं आ रहा।
This is a small technical glitch. Kindly bear with us.
नहीं वो हमने कहा कैबिनेट का था, कैबिनेट तो है हम लोग दो
चंदा जी, डायरेक्टर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ दिल्ली, वैद्य मनोज नेसरी जी, एडवाइजर आयुष, all other dignitaries who have joined this program, my dear fellow homeopaths and staff of the council, a very warm welcome to all of you. Medical pluralism is not a new term in the medical field. It is very well known that no medical system can handle or manage all types of disease with same accuracy and give assertive result. It was the farsightedness of the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Bhai Modi ji that for reinforcement of the better health service, he upgraded the Department of Ayush system of medicine to independent ministry level in 2014. To bridge the gap between the scientific world of conventional system and traditional medicine, it is very much essential to have the quality education, infrastructure and research opportunity. In last 7 years, in the Ministry of Ayush has implemented certain policies to improve the education standards, provides a grant for infrastructural development at educational institute level and for research purpose among the Ayush system of medicine. Ayush system are recognized with the region-wise variation in performances. However, it has been noticed that the homeopathic system of medicine has wider acceptance across the country. Around 50 new homeopathic medical colleges have come up and few of colleges have been upgraded to the PG level institute. At present, there are 2 deep homeopathic universities in the country. The central and state government are supportive in enhancing the homeopathic research infrastructure, which is evident in the form of the state-of-art laboratories that have come up in Kolkata and Noida. Various research institutes of the council have acquired own land and now functioning in their own buildings. To name a few, CRI Homeopathy Jaipur, RRI Homeopathy Navi Mumbai, SDRI Lucknow, and CRU Homeopathic Siliguri. And not living beyond the northeastern state, we have upgraded the existing services in clinical research United Agartala to Regional Research Institute level. This is being the third homeopathic regional research institute in the northeastern state and the first with own land and building. As we all are aware, homeopathy is preferred due to its safe, gentle and personalized approach in the treatment apart from the being efficacious and cost effective. The contribution of homeopathic in controlling the pandemic is well known in the past. In the changing world scenario where new strains of organisms are creating havoc, different regions are being affected by the epidemic of dengue, chikungunya, malaria and swine flu, and now COVID-19. With overall support from the government, in this tough time of corona pandemic, a lot of work has been done by the council and by the homeopathic medical colleges. The ministry invites a research proposal from Ayush system, and there was an overwhelming response, and many of these proposals got a note from the task force committee and ICMR. Last year, the ministry issued an advisory for distribution of Arsenica album 30 as preventive for flu-like illness as per the recommendation of the scientific advisory board of the council. This was followed by the outreach service by the many institutes and colleges to the awareness camp, and the frontline workers have gone door to door in the containment zone. This is highly appreciable. The outcome of the various research studies done in last 1 year and the effect of the distribution of arsenic album have once again made it apparent that homeopathy is highly effective in treating the various types of illness, and more so in such acute contagious conditions. Government is committed for its further propagation as a matter of policy. The integrated service of the homeopathy with Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy have shown the boost in immunity. The mantra of integration of the medicine have been worked since the last few years, and I am delighted that CCIF has chosen this as the theme of this conference. I strongly believe that the scientific rigor and rigor in the research trials done by the homeopathic fraternity will attract the attention of the conventional system of medicine. This will further boost the confidence among the scientists to come forward and join hands to deliver the better healthcare solution. I am confident that with the effort being made by each one of us, will soon bring this so-called alternative system of medicine to the mainstream healthcare system. I once again wish this conference a great success and hope that the deliberation which will be done in these 2 days will open the new avenue for integration so as to make the available quality care to all the patients. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your constant encouragement and being the source of inspiration for all of us at CCRH and here at the conference. I now request Dr. Bindu Sharma, Assistant Director Homeopathy, to give the vote of thanks.
A warm and cherished morning to our most valuable Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Shripad Naik Ji, who has joined us online to give his blessings. Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha Ji, who also joined us online. Sri Roshan Jaggi Ji, Sri P.K. Pathak Ji, Dr. V.K. Gupta Ji, Dr. Rajke Manchanda Ji, Dr. Sangeeta Dugal Ji, Dr. Anil Khurana Ji, dignitaries of the dais, delegates, colleagues and everyone. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who have worked hard to make World Homeopathy Day celebration possible in this difficult time of corona pandemic. Our sincere thanks to Almighty God for making today's inaugural session a success. By God's grace and blessings, we shall be able to make the whole event a memorable one. On behalf of CCRH, I give a heartfelt thanks to our Chief Guest, Sri Shripad Naik Ji, who spent his valuable time for us online on the occasion, despite having met with a massive tragedy in a car accident a few months ago. We are fortunate and happy to have you here again, sir. Today we had the opportunity to hear your thoughts, and it is definitely encouraging for us, and we look forward to seek your guidance and blessings in all our future endeavors. Our sincere thanks to Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Harshvardhan Ji, for giving his blessings to us online. Your thoughts have enlightened our minds and shown us a new path. Thanks to all the guests on the dais for adorning the occasion and sharing their opinions today. We acknowledge the support of Ministry of Ayush, Government of India for conducting this event. We are thankful to Dr. Manoj Nesri, Advisor Ayurveda, Dr. GLN Shastri, CEO, National Medicinal Plants Board, Dr. B.N. Singh, former Director, UP Government Ayush, Dr. Kamal Sethi, former Advisor, Homeopathy, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, Dr. S.P. Singh, Chairman, Special Committee of Drug Standardization, Dr. R.N. Wahi from SDHA, Sri Gurpreet Singh, Dr. Juneja from Delhi Board of Homeopathic System of Medicine. I need to mention my deep sense of appreciation towards the research staff within the organization for their constant support. This type of event cannot happen overnight. The wheels start moving months ago. We have been fortunate to be supported by a team of very active and dedicated employees of our organization who are thoroughly conversant in their jobs. I lack words for their participation and willingness to complete tasks beyond their comfort zones. A special mention to our venerable DG, Dr. Anil Khurana. His untiring efforts since day one have culminated into such a fruitful event. With deep sense of appreciation, we thank our administration and account staff for their timely approval of proposals and facilitation. I am thankful to Dr. Divya Taneja for her efforts towards today's anchoring. I also want to thank the people who have worked behind the scene for all their all-round effort for making this event successful. People involved in the organization, venue management, security licensing, technical arrangement, the stage setting, the day's management, hall management, the reception and hospitality, registration, transport arrangements, souvenir preparation, social media outreach, webcasting and publicity team, they deserve special thanks. I would like to take this opportunity to record my heartfelt thanks to our logistics teams for the right logistics support, and finally our sincere gratitude to the delegates and resource persons without whose support this event would not have been possible. Thank you all for joining the event. Don't forget to wear masks, maintain social distance, and wash hands frequently. Stay safe and enjoy the scientific sessions ahead. Now I request our DG CCRH to offer planters to our guests as a mark of respect. I would request Dr. Shashi Giri to felicitate our Director General, Dr. Anil Khurana. I request all of you to please stand up for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे